My name's Lance and I'm here to talk to you about a project that's really dear to my heart. You see, ever since I was a little kid, I've been a huge video game nerd. When my friends were buying things like baseball cards, I was using all my savings to buy every video game system I could get my hands on. I've even owned some of the really weird ones, like Atari Jaguar and stuff like that. But anyways, as I was growing up, I always imagined what would be the perfect game. It would combine elements of all these different games into one title. And that's what I'm here to talk to you about today. The game is called Super Adventure Mega Quests, and the title kind of says it all. It's a love song to the history of video games, and we kind of show that visually in every single level. Every level is going to start out looking like an old school Game Boy game, you know, the monochrome ones from the 1980s? And as you power up in each level by collecting hearts, it dynamically changes right in front of you. So it could start out looking like 1-bit NES graphics, then it'll change into Super Nintendo graphics, all the way up to HD graphics, the kind of ones you'd expect on Wii U or PlayStation 4. So we're initially releasing this for touchscreen devices, which I know sounds really strange considering we're trying to play homage to the great platforms throughout history, but there's some very specific reasons why. One of the reasons is that, you know, as an iPhone user for a while now, I have yet to find a platforming game that really feels like it has console controls on this device, and the reason is pretty simple. It doesn't have a D-pad. So we wanted to overcome this, so we invented an entirely new control scheme for this game. The left side of the screen, there's not going to be any like on-screen buttons or anything like that. It's basically you just tap the left side of the screen to change your character's direction, and the right side of the screen is jump or double jump. And that alone, trust me, when you get it in your hands for the first time and play it, you'll realize that it actually plays like a really solid platformer on a touchscreen device. And I guess that brings me to the last point. Why Kickstarter? We've wanted to do Kickstarter from the very beginning. The reason is that we love crowdfunding this idea. We want to engage with you guys and help shape the game together. If you donate as small as $1 to the Kickstarter program, we're going to open up a private blog that only you have access to that'll show every single step of development from here on out. So say there's a character design that we post it up there and 20 or 30 people complain about it and don't like it, then that'll actually change the course of the game as we're making it. And the other reason is that we want to bring you guys tons of cool swag. We have the usual things like, you know, t-shirts, have your character in the game, plush toys, all that fun stuff, but we also have something pretty unique. The soundtrack to this game is being made by a team of really talented artists, big names like Dan Mangan, Frederick, Alex Mine, Prototype Raptor, Matt Miel, and Ryan Enzen, all composing an original soundtrack to this game, and we want to give you guys early releases of the songs, signed copies of the soundtrack, really funky stuff like that. So we'd like to invite you to come with us on this journey to pay tribute to the history of video games. Your donations are what make this all possible, and we couldn't possibly do it without you.